It's the biggest bushfire relief donation so far. This was truly amazing when we heard about it yesterday. Billionaire Andrew Twiggy Forrest and his wife Nicola chipping in an astonishing $70 million to help rebuild devastated communities.
I mean, it's a huge amount of money. That money is going to go help firefighters currently battling blazes, and then it's going to mobilise an army of tradies and engineers to mend these broken towns. And we're so happy to say that Nicola Forrest joins us now from Perth. Thanks for joining us, Nicola, and thank you for this donation.
Awesome.
Good morning, Carl and Ali.
Yeah.
I mean, hearing some of the stories of these fires, it's clearly had an impact on you.
Look, it's had an impact on everyone across the country, and I think the response, the Australian response, has been extraordinary. But we've also been contacted by people around the world, as I'm sure so many other people have. I mean, it is cataclysmic times.
Nicola, I know that your foundation does incredible work. How do you decide where you're going to spend the money? Because I know that there is a myriad of things you can do with it. How did you decide on it?
So we have 7 different pillars that we concentrate on with the Minderoo Foundation, and one is community and environment. So we have had a track record in response to disasters in the past with the Black Saturday fires and Yarloop here in Western Australia, as well as the floods in Queensland in 2011. And so we've just been looking and waiting to see how we would respond to this extraordinary disaster. And I think the response with the mobilising the volunteers from Western Australia, I think, is going to be a great help to help the East Coast because, you know, just the sheer magnitude of what's going on. But the biggest part of our donation, the $50 million, going towards more proactive measures and using science and technology and research around the world to try and be more proactive to stop these things happening in the future.
And do you think that is possible? I mean, the country, the planet is warming up. Do you think that it is going to be possible moving forward to stop events like this?
Look, I don't think we can stop them, but we can certainly mitigate the disaster afterwards. And, you know, it's about, obviously, climate change. We have to look at that. It's land management. It's people management, it's water, it's all the things that we need to look at as a country in Australia. And so this $50 million is really just to kick off and to try and get support from others. And we do know that international friends of ours are interested in supporting something like this because Australia's in the position where we can lead this research, take science and help other countries, you know, Brazil and California, other places where they also face these bushfires.
Are you proud of the donation, Nicola?
Oh, I'm so proud, and I know that our team at Minderoo, you know, everyone feels so helpless when something like this happens, and it's not about the money, but it's actually about rallying support. And all we're trying to do here with our Respond and Recovery is to augment all the amazing support that's already happened across the country, and that was $10 million to help communities rebuild from the grassroots up, you know. So we've already got a team out across the country meeting in those places because from our past experience we know that we have to respond to what the communities need, and you know, to be able to do that is a great privilege. And I would just recommend anyone to look at firefund.org that we've set up to see where what we're trying to do.
Awesome. Nicola, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much to you and Twiggy for your incredible donation. It is remarkable, and we thank you for being with us this morning as well, and keep charging over there. We look forward to having lunch with you in the West soon.
Look forward to it, Carl. Thanks, Ali. Bye-bye.
And for more information or to donate, you can go to firefund.org, as Nicola mentioned there. But that there's been some huge donations. Australians really have come to the party, and wealthy Australians too are really doing their bit, which is great to see.
Well, I'm just looking here. I mean, obviously Celeste Barber had her huge campaign, and where she's raised, I'm not even sure what that total is now. It's
more
past
than $50 million.
More than 50 now, is it?
Wow. Which is more than the entire budget for the RFS for a year, which is pretty incredible. They're going to be able to do some amazing things with that money.
So if you take that and you also take what the Forests have just donated there, it's the total donation tally at this point is like something close to or more than $150 million.
Also, Warnie's hat is at $950,000.
$960,500.
You can still donate until about 10 o'clock this morning.